Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kristen and I love to craft. Today we are going to be making a little Christmas dancing mouse card. I am so excited for this video. I love the cards that have the interactive pieces. I do have some cardstock already picked out here and I've separated the dies. The die set is from Spellbinders, so you can go to spellbinders.com and type in Dancing Christmas Mouse and it will pull up. It will also be linked down below. There will be additional links linked down below, and I do earn a commission off of each sale, so if you do purchase through my link, just know that I do appreciate it so very much. So let's go ahead and get started on today's video. We are also going to be using the Honeybee stamp and die set today. We are going to be doing Sending Our Love with the coordinating die. So let's go ahead and stamp out this sentiment. Okay, I changed my mind. I think we're actually going to go with Sending a Little Cheer. I think that would be more appropriate for this card. So let's go ahead and just put the stamp back before we lose it. And then let's get out the coordinating die. And we'll go ahead and set these to the side. I have my stamping folder here and I'm going to be using just a scrap piece of cardstock, and I have my piece of washi tape here that we will put down to secure that cardstock. And then we will put down our sentiment right there. Press down so that it moves to the other side, and let's go ahead and secure that cardstock back down again. Let's go ahead and get off any oils that are from the factory, and we will be using the Memento Luxe in Tuxedo Black. Stamp down just a few times. This one's brand new, so I think it's really juicy. I probably shouldn't have pressed down so hard, but let's see how it turns out. Perfect. I don't even think we have to restamp it. That looks really nice. So what we're going to do next is let it dry for just a few minutes, and then we will run it through our Sizzix Big Shot. Here is my Sizzix Big Shot. It will be linked down below. This is my favorite die cut machine that I have had so far. It does have instructions on all of the cutting plates, so you will always have these handy. And these two go on the bottom, and then a clear plate goes on top, cardstock, and then we have our sentiment here. And then I'm going to put on the top clear plate, and then let's run it through the die cut machine. That looks great. Now we are going to go ahead and run everything else through the die cut machine. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera just to save a little bit of time. But now that you have an example on how to use this, it's the same exact way for the rest of the pieces for this card. I have run everything through the die cut machine, and let's go ahead and start on the card. I do use my Cricut to cut out my card and my card panel. This is an A2 size card. I also use my Cricut score tool, and it makes a score line on the card. That way that it's just easier to fold it. We can go ahead and set this to the side, and we will be working on the front card panel. I will be using this glue pen, and we will be using some adhesive foam dots and some foam tape to secure the front card panel to the card. I will also be using this nifty little tool. It has a wax tip on one end and a pointy tip on the other. This helps with getting the paper out of the dies, and this side helps pick up the little papers since they're so tiny. If you're also looking for another tool, these are reverse tweezers. So once you get your glue on here, you can hold it just like that and secure it down. So those are just a few tools that I love to make cards with. I think the first step that we should do is to build up the present. So we have this box right here, and it will have a lighter green top, and the top sort of hangs off on both sides just like that, and it will have this glitter bow to go on top just like that. And then it will have a little piece that comes down, and we can cut it off right there. So let's go ahead and get those two secured together. since these pieces are so big, I really won't need the tools. And just hold it down for a few seconds while that glue dries. This glue dries very clear and it dries super fast. Okay, the next thing I want to add on is this little line. We're going to glue the circle tip right here to the tip right here. And I'm going to hold it down for just a few seconds while it dries. Okay, now I can hold it with my reverse tweezers, and let's get some glue just throughout the bow. And then we can flip it over and we'll put it about right there. Alright, that looks great. Let's go ahead and set this to the side while it dries. We can go ahead and start working on the little mouse. And for this one, let's take the ear, put some glue on it. Oh, that's so stinking cute. Okay, so the next part, we want to make sure that the cheek and the nose is pink and the eye needs to be black. So we're going to flip it over and let's just put a little bit of glue right there, right there. And we can put it over the eye just like that. And then we have this little piece of pink paper here. Now I will probably have to trim it up along the sides, but we can go ahead and put some glue here and here. Alright, now let's flip it over, and that's what it looks like. We will have to trim up the nose, which is no big deal. I have some embroidery scissors here, and this will make it super easy to go along the sides. Just like that. Alright, the next part that I want to add is the sweater. And I'm going to add glue onto the neck right here. And just put it down like that. And then we will add on the scarf, which goes right there. So I'll add on glue right there. The next thing I want to add is the scarf pieces, and there are 3 of these. So we can put glue right here. And then we can add glue to the middle here and right here. Okay. I was having a little bit of difficulty, but I actually had the piece upside down. Didn't realize it. So the pieces were on there correctly, it was just the wrong side. Okay, the next thing I want to add is the little hand. So I'm going to put some glue right there, and then we'll just lift it up a little bit, press down, just like that. And then we can add the tail. It just goes right behind the shirt like that. So we'll put some glue on here. And then we have another ear, and it slides right there. So we can put some glue on the bottom part. Like that. And then we can go ahead and build up the bottom portion. So I'm going to take, oops, wrong tool. I'm going to take some glue and put it on the boot like that. And then some right there. And these boots stack, so there's 2 layers to them. And let's see, I'll just put glue down here. And a little bit is supposed to show on the bottom. Like that. And then we have the other boot. Put some glue there. Ah, this one does not want to stay in place. Okay, that looks so stinking cute. I am just so impressed with this card so far. I am so glad that I picked this one up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the bottom. We don't really need that piece on there. I think I'm going to have him holding the present like that instead of behind his head. I know that on the website they have it like that, but I feel like it covers up the pretty present. So I'm just going to do it my way and have it like that. And then of course his legs will be like that and they will be able to move. That is going to be so stinking cute. So I'm going to go ahead and secure the feet down first with these pop dots. This will just give it a little bit of dimension. And we're going to be using a big one. These came from Hobby Lobby. It was $2.49, but they always have 40 or 50% off sales. Okay, so we will put the pop dot in the middle. Let's make sure that we actually want his feet right there. In the middle, just like that. And then we will be able to put that onto the mouse. But I also want to build up the mouse a little bit more, so let's go ahead and add on some dots to that. And whenever you're adding on pop dots or any sort of dimension within a card, you want to make sure that it's pretty even. Now we can go ahead and peel off the little backings of the pop dots. Okay, let's see if I need pop dots anywhere else. So I think I'm going to need one about right there. And maybe we can do one like right there, close to his hand. Peel off those backings. And let's go ahead and peel off this one as well. All right, I think that looks great. Let's make sure that we can at least hold the present though. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cute. We can have him holding it sideways like that. Okay, go ahead and put him down. And then his little legs move. That is just so cute. Okay, so now we can go ahead and secure the present. I want it hanging off the card. I think it just gives it a little bit more character. But I don't want them hanging off that far. So let's try to pull this up a little bit. And we can put the present about right there. And I have some double-sided tape, and I'm just going to lift the box up a little bit, that way that it could be a little bit more secure. So I'm just going to slide that double-sided tape in there just a little bit more, peel off that backing, and then we can secure it down. And it hangs off just a little bit, but once it's on the card, you won't even be able to tell it. Okay, let's go ahead and add on the sentiment. And for this one, we're going to be using the glue pen. All right, let's put down a few little dots. And I'm going to take my reverse tweezers. That way that I can see exactly where it is. Let me hold it a little bit better though. Okay. I think I want it, should I do it up here or down here? I think up here, because this looks a little bit blank up here. And then we'll just push it down. I also have this little bag here, and it has these enamel dots. And let's see, some glue dots, dewdrops. I don't know if I should go in with the blue or if I should go in with dewdrops. I'm thinking dewdrops. There's just something about them that makes a card so stinking cute. All right, we're gonna go with the dewdrops. I think we're just going to use smaller ones. So we can use like a medium-sized one here, and then a little bit smaller one. And then a teeny tiny one. Alright, that's all that we're going to put on the card. Now we are going to take some double-sided foam tape. We're going to flip the card over, and we're going to put about 3 to 4 strips on here. So let's put one here. Another one here. And then another one here. And then we'll just take the backing off of them. Alright, so it opens up like this, and the card and the front card panel just goes on top like that, and press it down gently so you don't really bend anything. Thank you all so much for tuning into today's video. This has been such a fun card to make. I love the little interactive pieces that they keep coming out with. Spellbinders has some great stamp and die sets, so if you're looking for one, just click the link down below. Again, thank you all so much for all of your support that you have given me lately, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!